Hey guys, good evening. It's good to connect with you all on one more session of AMA. Um, Good to connect with you all, guys, when the market is looking amazingly good. So, yes, we are sitting at an all time high, guys. Let us not forget that uh, BTC reached $122,000. So, okay, there's a correction, little bit of corrections happening within the day. It has touched to $120,000 again. But I hope that it will definitely spring back to its all-time high. So this is something really great, guys. But is it only BTC that has been doing good this time? Interestingly, the rally was not led by BTC, guys. The rally was led by someone else, right? Your That's a good indicator, guys. Usually it is always seen that the BTC will lead the rally, and then other altcoins will follow the stance. But this week, the rally was led by some other token, and BTC had got positive effects because of the rally that was happening in the other token. So this is something that is very interesting. This is something that could be kind of an indicator, guys, for all those people who are talking about when altcoin season. This is something that you should be closely watching and closely noticing, that is something happening which is kind of changing the dynamics of the ecosystem. So this is very critical, guys. First things first. Now, how is other tokens looking? That will form the biggest key to understand what is happening in the market now. All you Ethereum hodlers, I think you would be having a great time, because Ethereum just last week has done close to 18 percentage of a rally. So the rally was particularly driven by Ethereum this time in the crypto markets. That's a very, very interesting and a good thing. Usually, like I said before, we would notice BTC leading the rally, and then the other tokens will be slowly leading to it. But this time, Ethereum rally followed by XRP that rallied because of, I know a lot of people would have followed that. The SEC has dropped and come to a settlement on the case that was going on with XRP. So that puts a big full stop for the larger lawsuit that that XRP, the Ripple team, was facing. So now that also brought in a long-term outlook for XRP or Ripple. So that led to a lot of long-term institutional money pouring into Ripple or XRP. That is something that is very interesting. That also kicked in a positive sentiment for the crypto ecosystem. Now, that, along with how Ethereum has been performing for the last 2 to 3 months, that has also given a lot of push, guys. So last week, Ethereum did a lot of magic, did 18 percentage increase, and also got in a lot of institutional investments into the space. Now, if you guys have been closely watching the ETF inflows, now within the last 30 days, Bitcoin had bought in somewhere of 400 million worth of ETF inflows, right? The newer funds flowing in was plus 400 million. Ethereum got in 461 million of inflows. Now you have to understand, the base of Bitcoin is big. Even with a bigger base, Bitcoin was bringing in only 400 odd million. But with a smaller base, Ethereum was bringing in 460 million odd, which is a great news, guys. It means that the investors are looking at investing more in a token apart from Bitcoin now. So this ideally is something that is an indicator of an alt season starting sometime really soon, guys. Why do I state that? Now, there's another chart we can always look at, which is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, is the dominance greatly reduced? No, not yet. But the dominance has come down somewhere to 60 percentage, or a bit lesser than 60 percentage. During January, if you guys know, of this year, the Bitcoin's dominance was in 57, 58 percentage. but it was always high after that. It was somewhere around 62, 63%. Now we are looking at a Bitcoin dominance, which is at 60 percentage. And with how Ethereum has been performing, guys, and even other tokens, it looks like there is a very good case for the Bitcoin dominance to come down, even though Bitcoin is touching all-time highs. There is a good case that I'm noticing that the dominance can come down, and slowly institutional money is looking at flowing into other tokens, be it Ethereum, be it XRP, be it Solana. Solana has been a pretty good performer this year, and we are also noticing a lot of institutional funds. Even this last week, Solana was up 10%. So, a lot of these tokens, ALS, which are getting a lot of inflows, ideally, this I hope will flip the scenario a bit on the dominance, guys. Now, that is what I strongly believe. Now, before I get in further, let me just introduce a lot of guys who are kicked in now, who are coming now. Hi, I told her, can we expect 5,000 in August end, sir? There is, frankly, there's nothing wrong with that number at Hodler. Holder, okay. Hodler could be good. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong in expecting $5,000. I think I'm with you. A lot of things are looking bullish. Now, even the trade tariffs, even though it's looking tough for India, I think with China, though the deadlines are expiring, I think there will be a further extension there, which will again keep the markets a bit cool down. And the interest rates, which are looking at getting corrected in September. I think the market is still expecting that. That will again further give a good boost, along with a lot of regulatory stuff, which is looking very, very positive in US. I don't think there is a reason that is left now, which will make the institutions to go further investing into Ethereum. So I think we got a good case building up for Ethereum, guys. I think 5,000 by end of August. Why not? I don't think it's a tough shot. Why XRP pumping with no use case? Oh, come on, A Master. I think XRP got its biggest relief last week, due to this SEC lawsuit. Uh, that came to a settlement, and that is getting cleared. I think that was one of the biggest knives that was hanging right above XRP, the Ripple company's heads, and I think that's moving away. I think that is a very, very important thing. So I think the market sentiments are up because one of the biggest issues that the Ripple was facing is going away. And Ripple, that's why I've seen a lot of institutional investments flowing in, guys. That is very critical. I think somewhere around 30 or 40 odd $1 million of institutional investment has gotten into Ripple, which is a very good news. I think it's more sentiment driven, right? Not use case driven. Ripple definitely is one of the leading contenders in trying to get an alternative for the Swift ecosystem. Now, if you ask me how much of the use case has been solved, I don't think much, but definitely they are compared to a lot of others, be it Stellar and others. Ripple has definitely made a lot of partnerships. So let's see, with this lawsuit getting cleared, I think a lot of banks and a lot of other institutions will be much more happy to work with Ripple, is what I believe, right? So I don't see uh, a very bad future for Ripple. Actually see something positive. The team is able to pull off right partnerships. I feel that Ripple is going to definitely do good in the near future, guys. What is 9 day to go post? Any new feature? Aaron, yeah, I think we'll wait for 9 more days. Um, yeah, feature, yeah, new feature, yeah. I think the team will definitely come out. We definitely have a good, long-awaited surprise that we're going to talk about, and definitely, I think you guys will all love it. Well, thanks for noticing that, Aaron. I actually missed mentioning that. So, guys, yes, 9 days, you guys are going to get a really good comms from Giottus team. Please wait for that. Garden Resort BTC withdrawal fees is fair or high. I want to transfer some BTC to my Safe Pal Wallet. Good resort. If you want, I'll relook at it. But usually, what we do is we try to match it with other exchanges. If at all, if we are charging high, but we try to usually match it. We really don't uh, believe in making a lot of money in withdrawal fees. We just keep it to make sure that it covers the operational cost, the mining fee, operational cost, the cost of allowing withdrawals, right? Because of a lot of VDD and stuff. But yeah, anyway, since you pointed it out, I'll definitely go have a look at it. If at all the team has miscorrecting anything, I'll definitely take care of it. Murthy, hi Murthy, good to see you here. Why AML wallet screening is not good in India? Still no trial on coin D6 other cases. Hey Ravi, no. Actually, India is doing actually pretty good in this space. I don't know how to say this. It is a lot of these international exchanges are lagging behind uh, in doing any EDD or AML or any type of screening. That is why you're noticing the largest exchanges getting fined, and their founders facing issues and all in US, right? But uh, we are one of the leaders when it comes to in this space, right? Wallet screening or AML and everything. We are best in this or in using this. But yes, the problem is in crypto. Just look at worldwide. What happened in Bybit hack. How much of the funds they were able to recover. It is a long-term issue in crypto space that has to be solved. It is not. I mean, what about the Bitfinex hack? Right? It's been so many years now. What happened to that hack? Right? How much of funds have been recovered there? Right? So please don't be very hard on Indian entities or Indian ecosystem. We're actually really good compared to international guys. Kanish Kumar, Dodge long term, I am not sure, but I mean, there's nothing bad that is seeming to be happening in Dodge. There's not going to be a special event that is going to drive Dodge's prices, but it is going to have a lot of positive impact when the market is rallying, right? One of the earlier meme tokens, a lot of people, hodling Dodge, so that is going to have an impact on Dodge. So that's definitely going to have an impact, positive impact, when the markets are rallying. But guys, come on, I think don't have a really big exposure there. Dr. Ajay Ramachandran, good to see you here. So can we consider that bull run has started? Ajay, this is one of the most funniest bull runs that could ever happen. It has not stopped. Now, why I'm saying this? Now, in the earlier bull runs, crypto was not entering into though it entered into mainstream, to the level of mainstream that crypto has entered at this point in time, where even someone like an US president gotten fully involved in this ecosystem. Something like this has never happened before, right? So we are having a longer stretched market rally. Usually rallies are completely up, and then we see an extreme bear that follows for 2 years. We're going to have a longer rally this time, right? There are going to be even really good months, but the good thing is the crypto markets are getting into a phase of going mainstream. When we go mainstream like this, when a lot of institutions are going to come in, you will see that the rallies are much, much, much longer, not 1 year, 2 year, they're much more longer. So, and if you ask me, is this, we are looking at already one of the peaks of the rally? No. uh, we are not even close to mid of the peak is what I feel. Ravi, another question. Bybit charging GST and withdrawal of crypto. Why Giottus is not charging? Ravi, we are charging GST from the day one we started Giottus. We are absorbing the GST cost. So whatever fee that I show it to you, it is inclusive of GST. So I'm absorbing the cost. I'm in the fee that I'm taking from you. I'm paying, going and paying for GST. So I'm not putting on top of it another GST and taking it from you. So consider we have been uh, incurring more cost and less revenue than Bybit or any other international exchange, right? Because we've been absorbing GST, and from day one, we have been following GST. Now, the most interesting thing is most of the international exchanges just realized that they'll have to be abiding the law, right? Where Indian exchanges like us, we have been abiding by the law, paying all the taxes, making sure that an exchange is run in the right way. right? But yes, international exchanges have been not following the spirit of the law. They've been breaking a lot of things, including TDS. When the government has also said that if the TDS is not paid, then the customers are going to face issues, right? Even jail terms. Now, even after that, a lot of these international exchanges have not implemented TDS because it's simple, right? They are not going to face the issue. It's the customers who are trading there and these exchanges are going to face the issue. And they're going to get the fee anyway, right? So they're okay making money at the cost of customers, which is all sad to see, right? I hope customers see this, realize this, and get back to Indian exchanges. Ajay Ramchandran, great. Thanks for a lot for responding, and thanks a lot for coming to the AMA, Ajay. I'm really happy to see here, Dr. Ajay. Vijayan, USDT orders sometimes have issues. Please fix mostly when the market is pumping midnight. Oh, Vijayan, I'll definitely have a check with my operations team on what is the issue that you're referring to. If there's any, definitely USD orders are connected to other international exchanges for order book liquidity, right? But yes, I'll take that definitely as a feedback, Vijay, and I'll definitely look into it. Thanks a lot for that, Vijay. So how does the market look, guys? The market looks very bullish. A lot of positive things. ETH rally doesn't seem to be stopping. It seems to be having a momentum that could keep going forward. And that momentum is also seeming to have powers to pull all other tokens as well. And Bitcoin, interestingly, though there's a lot of talks about inflation and everything, in US, it looks like 122 and above doesn't seem to be a tough bet for Bitcoin this week, is what I feel, guys. So a lot of interesting thing. The market looks really bullish. People are looking at increasing their portfolio in other rounds. I think now is your time to start making your bets. Now is the time to make sure that you have good buys and hold on to your gems. On any Indian regulation user, nothing this week. I'm also waiting for the question paper. I mean, fingers crossed. Let's just hope that it comes fast and a lot of discussions happen on that. Let's just wait for that. But apart from that, I don't see anything new happening, but definitely there's a lot of interest going towards regulations, because of a lot of events that are happening, not just Donald Trump, also to do with a lot to do with stables. A lot of things are happening. Let's just see it all culminates to a very, very positive setup for the Indian ecosystem. Okay, so that's about it. Shailesh, please, Toshi. Shailesh, I'll definitely ask my team to look into it. Thanks a lot for suggestions. Now, that's quickly from my side, guys. The market looks really good. A lot of tokens are up. Uh, be it Doge, which is a 13 percentage, Hyperliquid, one of the sweethearts of the market for the past 6 to 8 months. It's up by 18 percentage, Chainlink up by 28 percentage. So a lot of interesting scenarios in the market, guys. I don't see anything bad that is happening that will affect the market. So let's just hope next week is going to be great. So with that thought, I'll quickly wrap up this week's session, guys. I think it's been one of my shortest sessions, but yeah, the market is looking so great. I have very less reasons to state why the market is not doing bad or something. It's doing great, for all the positive reasons that's been happening for the past 6 to 8 months. I think all those benefits are starting to get reaped. So that's quickly from my side, guys. Until I catch up with you next week, same time, 6 p.m. It's goodbye from my side, guys. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.